Now, we've been talking a little bit in recent days about Witcher and Witcher Season 2. We talked about some new casting coming up and all that kind of stuff. Now, Witcher Season 2 is not going to air until 2021, but they have now officially kind of announced that they are in production. The show is now shooting. They are on set, they're doing it, and they've got a full year pretty much before this whole thing comes out. And it's coming out, and this excites me because of this. This is why this excites me. We all knew there was going to be a Witcher Season 2, right? But in a world where Netflix has successful shows that then all of a sudden get canceled out of nowhere, in a world where, there are movies that are greenlit, ready to go into production, and last minute get canceled, there has always been a little bit of a nagging doubt in the back of my head that Witcher Season 2 was actually going to happen. Now, I mean, it makes sense to do it. It's their most successful first season of a show ever. They're having a great time doing it, all that kind of stuff. So it makes sense to do it. But there's always just that one little piece because, again, we live in a world where Netflix will up and cancel a show for whatever reason. There was always a little part of my brain that was a little bit worried that some exec over at Netflix would go, you know what? This show's really too expensive to make. Let's pull the plug on it. So as I like to use my favorite word, Aaron, is tangibilization. Seeing that they're actually shooting it now makes it real to me and is very, very exciting. Now, I'm really curious because you haven't watched
I have not.
Witcher yet. So from an outsider's perspective, looking in, because I'm on the inside, I've watched this whole thing, but what's been your perception of the show as far as fan reaction and all that kind of stuff? And what do you think about them already moving and shooting Season 2 when it doesn't come out until at least 2021?
Well, to be honest, I'm not terribly surprised just because the response that I continue to hear has been all positive. The things that you're saying, the things that Chris is saying, and the things that I'm reading online, people seem to have a overall pretty positive response to it. Additionally, we're moving away from what I've read. I'm deep into pilot season right now, and there's not this year has the least amount of pilots since 2012, and obviously what that means to auditioning actors is less opportunities. And so I've been reading all these articles, and one of the reasons why there are less pilots being shot is because networks and streaming platforms are really giving shows a chance to breathe. I remember an interview with Christina Hendricks one time. I believe they were in season 3 of Mad Men, and she said our ratings for the first season of Mad Men were so low that had we been on any other network, we never would have gotten a season 2.
Wow.
But they let us breathe. I have unfortunately been on TV shows one TV show that was canceled after 2 episodes. I remember a friend of mine, his show got canceled after 2 episodes. I was like, oh God, that's gotta sting. And then I just moved to New York. I started my year-long lease in July, and then in September, I got a text message from a friend, hey, bummer about your show. And I was like, what about my show? And she said, oh shit, Google it. And sure enough, we'd been canceled.
Was that Jersey legal
It was
drum?
made in Jersey with Jada
Jersey.
Montgomery, who I played her sister, and then she went on to star in Salem, which she was great in. Now she's in New Amsterdam. But anyway, I digress. The point being, a lot of these shows that used to be, if you didn't have immediate, right out the gate, fans going crazy, advertisers throwing money, then you were canceled. They didn't even give you a chance. Now, networks and streaming platforms are realizing, hey, these shows can live on. Limitless is a great example on CBS. When it got canceled by CBS and it was then streamed on Netflix, it had an enormous worldwide following. And people were like, when's season 2? Well, there's not going to be a season 2. So now they're realizing, hey, if we give these shows a chance to breathe, give, as you and I were talking off screen, the audience a chance to understand this world and to really get into this world and to figure out the dynamics of the characters and the conflicts, then people are emotionally invested, and then they'll tune in for a season 2. And given what you were telling me before we started, I think I might have to start binging this.
Oh, no, you seriously, I can't believe, has Tom watched it?
No.
You and Tom have to watch The Witcher.
We've been too busy watching Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Which is a very good excuse.
I had to eat Pinkberry last night just because of it. I haven't eaten Pinkberry in 2 years. I don't even like Pinkberry, and I'm like, Larry David really has me craving Pinkberry. But yes, I think that I might have to binge the Witcher this season,
absolutely
this weekend, and I'm looking forward to it. And you know what? I say good for them. I hate reading about any show that gets canceled, because not only does it mean sometimes that my favorite show is no longer going to be available, it means that a lot of people, not just actors, but a lot of crew people, are out of work, and I never like to see that happen.
All right, guys, question is, what do you think about them already being in production? Do you think maybe they might launch it earlier than 2021? I really don't think so, but there's some speculation about that online. Jump on down to the comments section below and leave us your thoughts. All right.